We're recording. Three, two, one. Hi, Jeff. Thanks for joining me on the call. I really appreciate your time. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about a customer that we're working with, and it's an independent school, and they've recently got a grant to improve the technology of the school, and they want to make it as cutting edge as possible. One of the things that's going on in education today is that everybody's interested in creating an optimal learning experience, and connectivity is a huge part of that. We want to make sure that the internet and the educational resources that people are accessing, they have the ability to get to them fast, that it's a secure connection, and that it's affordable. So I and my colleagues are very interested in what Aruba solution you might be able to propose for that particular opportunity.
Well, thanks, Mike. I appreciate you setting up this call. And Aruba does have a series of technologies that are really perfect to provide that next generation smart classroom. I'd like to share my desktop for a second and kind of show you what uh, what what that would look like, and kind of walk you through some of the technology things that we're seeing today in some of these schools to really provide a better education to the students. Um, so over the last few years, the education process has fundamentally changed. I know dramatically changed from when you and I went to school. When you and I went to school, there was a chalkboard and books. And really, if you look at the last few years, technology has really accelerated to provide a much better education process to the students. We've evolved from things like chalkboards, the whiteboards, the smart boards. If you look at today, most of the books are electronic as opposed to physical books. And we've enabled things where we can do coursework at home as opposed to being in the classroom and doing those things. They provide tutors remotely, right? So all kind of cool technology that's part of that kind of next generation student experience. And so from an Aruba perspective, we can take this technology and put it into the room. So if you look at room 2 as an example, you can take a regular classroom. We can put some Ethernet switches in there and provide wired ports for, if there's dedicated PCs that are in there, either for the teacher or for the students or other things. Connectivity for the printer that's typically in the classroom. And then we also need to have good Wi-Fi. And what we typically are seeing now is that most students have a device that they are using to get their information, whether it's their textbook or to stream some videos that are part of the training curriculum. And so we're seeing a lot of Chromebooks and Windows laptops and Apple laptops and tablets, whether it's Android or iOS type of tablets that are connecting. So we've got to be able to connect lots of different devices, running different applications, and be able to handle the bandwidth that's associated with it. Smart classrooms also involve things like the smart boards that are part of that process, and sensors and all kind of other things that teachers are really using to provide a more interactive and educational experience for that student. That's one example. If you look at something like room 1, we oftentimes will see bigger classrooms, more of the lecture halls that might have many connections that are there, where we might need lots of Ethernet ports for different devices or multiple access points to provide connectivity for all the devices that are out there. And within this environment, we really start to take a look at, are we going to provide enough throughput and redundancy to really meet these needs? So we're taking a look at Ethernet switches that are stackable, redundant connections to servers, and taking a look at things like multi-gig for throughput. We're taking a look at regular PoE that we've been used to, but even higher wattage PoE, like the 60-watt PoE that's provided with a class 6 power connection on the Ethernet switches, to be able to provide higher PoE capability for some of these devices like smart cameras and other things that are part of this experience. So we can take all those things, use technology like in the wireless as an example, or we can create a wireless network for the employees, the teachers, the staff associated with the school, another one that's associated with the students, another one for guests, and give them different levels of service and different types of access, and really, provide that seamless network connectivity that they really need across the campus, and in all the different training rooms and classrooms that they have, and even outdoors if they need outdoor connectivity to help with that student experience.
Well, that sounds great, Jeff. Yeah, this is a very exciting set of products here that we can use to solve some of the challenges that we're having and make this classroom as cutting edge as possible in regards to being able to have, technological access to all of the educational resources that are out there. I'm going to talk to some of your other team members, and we'll get work with you, and we'll get a BOM together, and we'll get it quoted, and then we can present the solution to our customers. So thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Mike, for setting up the call, and I look forward to working with you on this opportunity.
Have a good day.